Where is Padme? Is she safe? Is she all right?
Okay, sure. Hi. It actually works out because I need to test something. Hi everybody. Checking the lights.
I'm just a boy.
You can't really tell that it's red in my camera. It's weird. It makes the light in front of me way brighter, so I look really bright.
I'm just a boy.
But thank you, Aster and Clan, for the resubs. If I did this 12 more times, my subscription could legally vote. Holy shit. Thank you, guys. Oh, shit, and Clan, that was a... Hold on. It says that you just did a 1-year resub at tier 3. My goodness.
I'm just a boy.
Clan just gave us a injection of money right there.
Thanks,
Clan.
girlfriend.
And Cirque, thank you for the Prime sub. My sub probably has kids now. Anyway, yeah, the light in the room is red, but you can't really tell. There's like a slight red hue, but it's mostly just making this light super bright. So I don't know.
If you don't like it, then change it.
No, it's fine.
What
It just makes my hair look way greasier than it is. But whatever. I think I'm too concerned about my hair looking greasy. What if I do this? The red is a little more noticeable in the rest of the room, but that's about it. Interesting. Anyway, hi guys. How are you all doing today? Again, thank you all for the resubs. Clan, nice 10 stream streak. We're playing some Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe again. Because there's some questions we still need answers to. Like, what's going on with the panda situation, and can I save them? So that's what we're going for today. Just lean into it and become a greaser? Dude, it's a great idea. Just spray some dry shampoo in and don't brush it out. Yeah, I sometimes have lady dry shampoo me, but the issue is, like, genuinely right now my hair is not greasy. It still feels very soft and good. I showered like 2 days ago. It's fine. It's just this light being way brighter makes it look really greasy and wiry, but it's not, I promise. It was great, Aster. I was the only one chatting. I should get praised for that. You should. Good job pre-stream chatting, Scarlett. I appreciate you. Thank you. Anyway. It says, wait, hold on a second. Last time you also said the time was exactly 1:54 p.m. How's that even possible? I started at the same time. The odds are, let me see, 1,440 to 1. Either you're messing with me or this is an incredible coincidence. I mean, I'm just streaming it. Is 1:54 p.m. the exact moment in the day when you decide it's time to play video games? Yeah. 1:54 p.m. rolls around and wahoo, video game time. Or is this specifically the time at which you like to play the Stanley Parable? It's that one. Regardless of the specifics, it's an incredible example of effective scheduling. Excuse me, I'm getting a little bit lost in the weeds here. Go on, get out of here and just play the game already, but I'm looking forward to seeing you again at 1:54 p.m. Please come back soon. Alright, well, wasn't expecting commentary on that. My hair is always greasy on day 3. For me, it's usually like day 4 or 5 where it starts getting greasy. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this bread. We also want to see if we can find another infinite hole. We have new bucket endings. We have a lot of stuff.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I wonder if any of this is different, or if I should just skip it.
Stanley worked for a
I'm skipping it. I'm not making that a PowerPoint slide. You're so right. Maybe he doesn't know about it. Okay, so, oh no. Wait, no, the bucket was in the next room. We still have all the new stuff. Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so here's the plan. We're getting
The
bucket,
confusion and the
our
chaos
reassurance
all
bucket,
seemed to melt away.
and then we're heading
Stanley
back to the
embraced
office, and
bucket.
we're going to try to solve this panda conundrum.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
So familiar. Still can't resub. RIP. At least you have that VTuber. Oh yeah, I forgot there's also collectibles. We have like half of them now. Yes, our emotional support bucket. It's necessary. Is he gonna yell at me again?
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the
Okay,
bucket.
same thing as
you
last
can
time.
feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
I
It's
can't
as
drop
clear
the
as
bucket.
day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Well, it's not getting it.
I can read it. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs
Did we?
to the
We've
boss's
checked downstairs,
office.
right? AOI streams will be on YouTube. Hey.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little
Dude,
Stanley
4 out of
figurines.
6.
And now
Crushing
I'm
it?
torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think,
I like
Stanley?
Stan Loreen's.
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
Definitely Stan
Consider
Loreen's.
it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Okay. Why does Stanley have no butt? Probably doesn't do enough squats, I'd guess. Oh, this is this area. I do not want to be stuck there. Which platform will AOI streams be on? Did I answer that? YouTube. They're going to be on YouTube. Unfortunately. You got something for this nice bucket emoji? Subspace. Why do you have no butt? Congrats on getting 4 out of 6. Thank you. I worked really hard for this. So I want to solve this panda thing. Does anyone remember how we got into this room before where the panda painting thing was? Because I believe we found an elevator over there, but we decided not to take it. And I would like to take it. I just don't remember how to get over there. Was that... Okay, that was the end of the hype train. Joining stream and immediately hearing people asking about Stanley's butt. What would you expect? I'm a butt streamer. That's what I do. Why do you have 2 phones right next to each other? How do I get in here? I definitely got in here before. I'm so confused. There was the panda painting and the weird elevator. I don't understand. Stream is an hour earlier now. Did my daylight savings time change? Didn't even notice. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Yeah, man. For sure, for sure. Is that like a money cereal jingle?
Stepping in.
Oh, that reopened this. Interesting. Yeah, it's the same time for me, so I guess our daylight savings time happened. Didn't make a slide for what happens when you start playing at the exact time. Yeah, Space, you missed it at the very beginning. The game was commenting, it asked me what time I was playing, and it was commenting on how I said 1:54 p.m. both times I played. And it was kind of judging me for it a little bit. Okay, so our only option is to go back? I don't understand. How did we get in there before? What am I missing here? Show the beginning like I told you. You told me to do that? Whoops. Didn't even know. I like that the game is not believing you. Yeah. I'm really confused, dude. Do you know how I get in that room? Oh. This is closed now too, huh? Am I out of options? Where is it trying to take me? All the way back? Alright, sounds good, familiar. How's your day been? It's been great, Raz. How's your day been? Did we break game? Figlies are hard. Oh, he went with Figlies. I liked Stan Loreen's. Follow clue. Oh, okay. Good talk. Sorry to pull another Famlar. We've reached the stage where I'm no longer surprised. What's Lady watching? She is watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. She's on the final season of it, I believe. Okay, well, I think this run is dead. Let's just run all the way back and see what happens. What's that about? Do you know what Riverdale is? Have you heard of that one? If not, I still have an answer. No, okay. Basically, it's like these high schoolers embroiled in the craziest teenage drama ever. It's like a super, super overdramatic show. But it's about a teenage witch who, like, has some magic-y friends, and they, like, summon Satan or some shit, and it just has a lot to do with magic and demons and stuff. And, yeah. And a talking cat, yes, her familiar. What the why is this? Was that door here before? Okay. Oh, I didn't fall? Okay. You are now leaving. Oh my god, what? Sweet release. Escape pod bay is floor 760. Should I take the stairs or the elevator? Oh, I can't take the elevator. Okay, stairs it is. I can't see anything? Oh my god. Why are you red? Still no elevator. Okay. Stanley needs his cardio. Absolutely. God, I can't see anything. Wish I had a light. 4 more floors. You open? Nope. You open? Nope. Good talk. I don't remember the game being this silent. Am I crazy? Yeah. Yeah. That tracks. 3 more floors. We're nearly there. Wait, where is the elevator? It is nowhere in sight. Excellent. Two more. We're nearly... Ooh, help. We're nearly there, is what I was trying to say. Before I had a mild stroke. Resolve building ghost that gets me infinite heavenly strikes. So insanely OP. That sounds awesome. Oh, I missed your other thing, too. Been pretty sweet. My cousin's kid had his first birthday party, so I got to eat a bunch of yum stuff. Nice. That's awesome. That reminds me, Raz, in Ghost of Yotei today, I got to, there's a side quest near the end of the game that, like, honors Jin. You find, like, what happens to Jin after the events of Ghost of Tsushima, and you get his sword kit, and you get the Clan Sakai helmet, along with his ghost mask, and, yeah, just a lot of cool lore stuff for Jin. It was really, really neat. Who is Stanley? I am Stanley. Hello, swag. What's poppin'? What's cooking good looking? Anyway, we're at the escape pod launch bay. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll just keep going backwards. I think that's the right one. Your mom? Holy shit. What happened to him after Ghost? Do you really want to know? Yeah, what Mochi said. What is... Guys, why am I gently caressing Reassurance Bucket and shushing it? I love you, Reassurance Bucket. It's been so real. Am I putting you in there to escape on your own? Why am I... Why would he approach this escape pod and be like, I can't carry the bucket. It has to be you. I'm so sorry. Goodbye, Reassurance Bucket. Why would I sacrifice myself? That's so stupid. That's so dumb. Is it very different if the bucket's not here? God, that's funny. Yeah, you want to know? Basically, I'm going to go try to run to that ending again without the bucket. I want to see what happens.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh my god, narrator, put it...
simply missed a memo.
Guys, what happened to Reassurance Bucket? Is it dead forever? Did I actually help it escape and now it's just gone? That is deeply depressing. Haven't played the
When
DLC.
Stanley came to a
Not
set of
related to
2
DLC,
open
but it is
doors, he
related
entered the
to
door
like
with
the end of the
Red.
main game, which you've beaten before, right, Raz? Do you want to see what you might look like as a video game boss? Absolutely, I do. Yes. Reassurance bucket is in a better place now. No, I didn't murder him, clan. I sacrificed myself so he could
Coming to a
escape and have
staircase,
happiness.
Stanley walked upstairs
Okay, so
to
Raz
his
basically,
boss's office.
Yotei reveals that Jin, spoilers for what happens after Ghost of Tsushima, and if you're going to play Ghost of Yotei, something that you find late in the game. But it reveals that after saving Tsushima, the samurai started hunting down Jin since he broke the code. So Jin had to leave. Even though he's responsible for saving Tsushima, he had to flee the island on boat. And he ended up in mainland Japan, where Ghost of Yotei takes place. So you find his house that he built on like a coast, and it's beautiful. And he's got like all of his stuff in there. Like he has the saddle from his horse that died in Act 3 with the arrows sticking out of it and stuff like that. And you get to see all his old equipment. And yeah, so basically he had to leave his home and just go be a lonely hermit on a cliffside with a beautiful house and property.
I can't believe you murdered the
It's
bucket.
very interesting.
How dare you? He was everything, even worth being an emoji on the Discord. And you killed him. Awful person.
The bucket would
Stepping
beg to
in-
differ. I did not kill. I'm a good boy. I saved that bucket. But it doesn't reveal whether or not he and Yuna were together. He does have a object in his house that belongs to Yuna. So it seems like they're kind of trying to lean towards that. Either that or it's just like a memento to remember her by or something. But it is cool because they cement him as like, his whole legend is that he was the very first shinobi. And that's what some of the enemies are in this game. And that's basically what Atsu is too. So Jin was the first shinobi, and that kind of inspired a lot of other people and changed how the Shogun works and all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. Anyway, Swag DM'd me a picture of how my Potato Knight boss might look in a game that he is working on. Would you guys like to see it? Damn. It looks pretty sick so far. Yeah, I think, like, if you get the helmet to look pretty similar to my helmet, that would be really cool. So basically, Swag is working on I forget what it's called. It's an AR game kind of thing. But he wants me to be a Hollow Knight-esque boss fight in there. Like, he's designing a character for me and a couple other people. And so he asked for suggestions for my character. And I told him that I wanted my boss fight to be like False Knight from Hollow Knight, where it's like a big suit of knight armor like this, but then inside the knight armor will be a potato that comes out when you take it down. And then I told him to do that, but basically give False Knight like a more NKG moveset. Like, I want him to have the NKG thing where the red balls go around and you have to like jump through them and stuff, those waves of them. Yeah, I think it'd be really sick. And yeah, he gave me some kind of dope ball on a chain that looks like a fun weapon. Yeah, really sick. Swag's the goat. Anyway, Bucket does not think, therefore Bucket does not am. So true. You can actually use an exploit to leave the map somewhere? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Glad to see Cirque is emotionally invested in this. Did you know in real history, samurai didn't care about how you kill? Depends on the samurai clans. Some of them had different... Like, I think it's fairly realistic that some clans would be, like, super caught up in their codes of honor and stuff. You know what reminds me, though? That reminds me of in Ghost of Yotei. Sorry to keep talking about this, but while I was playing today, also towards the end of the game, you get this armor set that helps you... that is supposed to help when you're fighting people with guns, since this game introduces guns towards the end, but that's not a spoiler. But it's stupid because for the sake of realism, they were like, obviously this armor can't stop a bullet, but it's super lightweight like clothing, so you can move fast enough to deflect the bullet with your katana. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a nice realistic alternative to having armor that stops the bullet in frickin' feudal Japan. It'll be a potato on a chain. Hell yeah. Has he talked about this publicly before? I don't think so, but he he did bring it up in my chat, asking if I had seen the boss. So like, I feel like if he didn't want me to talk about it publicly, he wouldn't have done that. Basically, that TP mini boss where you get ball and chain. Yes, that's sick. Still in the planning stages. Yeah, love how it says the sequel is now paused. Yeah, now that we actually got to the sequel part. A bullet would obliterate a katana. It's just silly. I could see a katana being able to cut in half like old bullets because they were just little metal balls, but still they shoot really fast. There's no way that she's skilled enough that she could like deflect multiple bullets with 3 people firing on her at once. Being able to deflect all of them with a katana is insane. I do love my TP. I love toilet paper. It's the best. Sup, Quick Slither? How you doing? What kind of game will it be? Metroidvania like Hollow Knight? In case Swag doesn't answer you, my very limited knowledge on this is that it's going to be an alternate or AR game, so augmented reality. I think you would be hard pressed to cut an arrow with a sword, much less a bullet. That's what I'm saying. It's already a stretch to give you an ability in the game to be able to deflect arrows with your sword, but a bullet is just ridiculous, and multiple bullets at once is just outrageous. Yeah, it's an augmented reality game, and you, like, go explore things with it, and then you'll, like, find Metroidvania-style boss fights. That's my understanding, but I could be wrong. I've seen videos of people doing that, but Atsu ain't got shit on a goddamn American Relic. That's so stupid. American Relic. Yeah, it does sound pretty cool, yeah. Escape pod. Now I get to escape. Maybe I'll get to find Reassurance Bucket, and we will get to reunite on the outside. Hell of a cutscene transition. Oh. Okay. That's a really bad ending.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What's the point
What
of
could it
that?
mean?
Nothing
Stanley decided
happens.
to go to
Well,
the
at
meeting
least...
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
replacement
memo.
bucket. Dude. They had to give me a new reassurance bucket since I set mine free.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Sorry. Wait, what happens if I keep setting it free?
Stanley clutched
Will
the
he get
bucket
really
tightly
mad if
to
I
his
just keep
chest and entered the
putting the
door of
buckets in
death.
escape pods? I'm kind of curious now. I'm going to run it back one more time. I want to see what happens.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to
One
the
of it was that you
boss's
got your
office.
steps in for the day. So true. So true. Very important.
Stepping in.
God, I'm really bummed that I don't remember how to get into that room with the panda painting. That was like 90% of what I wanted to accomplish by revisiting this game. I need closure on that. Also, I don't remember the game being this stuttery last time we played, but I could be having a stroke. It's been known to happen. Alright, Bucket, replacement Bucket, are you excited to escape and join original Reassurance Bucket on the outside? Maybe you guys can, like, go frolicking together or whatever. I think that'd be pretty cute. Is this the game with the stuff? It sure is, bud. It sure is. It's got some things in it, too. Ooh, guys. I've mentioned how in November I'm going to be uploading daily shorts. I just had a great idea. I think half of those shorts should just be reactions to Swag's videos, or I could do all the shorts. We will both be uploading daily, so I could just upload to the previous day's short of Swag's, and upload a short of me reacting to the previous day's Swag short. And I'll just content farm off of him. I think that's a good idea. And then Swag could react to my video reacting to his video. Love that idea, thank you. I'm just not going to upload at all during November. I mean, I can just react to your older videos then, right? How does the bot of the first Bud stream have 53 views? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Content thief, woo! Yeah, it's a free money glitch, dude. I would be foolish not to do it. Alright, replacement Bucket. You ready? I'm listing everything. I don't believe you. You wouldn't dare. No, but actually, I genuinely think it would be funny to do a reaction video to Swags, but I'll do one of those bad reaction videos where it just has me like green screened in the corner, just like looking up and like I'm watching it, and just never say anything or have any actual reaction to it, and it'll basically just be like a straight up re-upload of Swag's video. I think that'd be really funny. My metrics are already garbage this month. Don't test me, I'll do it. No. I thought your metrics were looking pretty good. I mean, mine are still bad too. From monitoring your channel as well, it seems like both of us are starting to get some steam back a little bit, but it's not really consistent yet.
All of his co-workers
We'll get there.
were gone.
It'll be fine.
What could it mean?
Do it,
Stanley
yeah. I
decided
think it's
to
a
go
great
to the
idea.
meeting room. Perhaps
I'm
he had simply
convinced.
missed a memo.
I think it'd be hilarious. Someone DM me that
Stanley
idea so
came
I
to
don't
a set
forget
of two
to
open doors. This was
do
not
that
the
to
correct
Swag.
way to the meeting room,
Swag,
and
could you
Stanley
do
knew
me a
it perfectly
favor
well.
and send me like
Perhaps he wanted to stop by
the
employee
actual
lounge
complete
first,
file of one of
just
your
to admire
videos so
it.
I don't have to download it at lower quality? Thanks.
Yes,
Whatever video you
truly
think
a room worth admiring, but
would be
eager
funny for
get
me to
back
react to.
business, Stanley took the first open door on his
my
left.
views are like 60% of what they normally are.
And so
About
he
for me too,
detoured
yeah.
through the maintenance section,
It's brutal.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Actually, Swag, I want the file for the video that you're planning on
Coming to a
releasing.
staircase, Stanley walked
Full premiere
upstairs to
profile,
his
hell yeah.
boss's office.
I want a file for whatever video you plan on releasing on... Hold, please. This upcoming Wednesday. Wait, no. Hold on. What's today? This upcoming Thursday? The 30th? Just like whenever you have that video done for the 30th, if you could send me the file, I think it would be really funny if like an hour after your video... No, this is mean too, because like, I think it would be very funny if like an hour after you posted your video, I reposted your video with the reaction thing. Like, I think the comedy of it would be funny, but then there is like an actual real concern of it potentially siphoning off viewers on your short because it confuses people. And I don't want to do that to you, but it would be really funny. I have 0 shorts written for this week. Yeah, I don't have anything prepared. On Monday, I'm going to be making... Or, well, I think I have something scheduled to come out on Tuesday. But I gotta get some more videos ready after that this week. React to his video before it's released. It would be really funny, yeah. But we're both already struggling with views. I would feel bad doing that to him. I don't know. Maybe an older video then. One that's kind of already like plateaued. So you're not like expecting a lot more views from it anymore. I think that might work. Dude, how do I... Oh, I did the thing again, didn't I? Oh my god. Why is that just... Why is that natural for me now? How do you reset again? Forget how to reset. Does this erase everything? I'm scared. It would be really funny, yeah. We need bucket back. Well, I'm just gonna go try to find a different ending if I can. Broom closet ending? Is it real this time? Nope. Just on the new short, literally everything I ever wanted. I love Read You. I know, it's such an impressive mod, dude. It's so good. I really want to play Tears of the Kingdom with it. Like, so much to the point that I'm considering my 100% Tears of the Kingdom playthrough being done with that mod. Begin the game again is fine to do. Okay, thank you. In order to get more views, just make videos of you doing TikTok dances. No, absolutely not.
The meeting room. Yes, that's
I
where
refuse.
everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the
Okay,
meeting
I have
room,
another idea.
And from then on, he would never be... And try not to lose this
Shut
one,
it.
too, you
Okay, so
dolt.
narrator doesn't say anything now. Please? No, I
Stanley
am
clutched the
not
bucket
gifted
tightly to his
with
chest and entered the door on his
the
left.
skills to dance. Hi, Meow. I haven't called you that in a while. Hi, Volta. Maybe we are the collectibles? Shut the frick up. What? Mind-blowing. We're still trying to solve the panda conundrum, Volta. I haven't been able to figure out how to get back in that room. I don't remember how I got in there to begin with.
To the boss's
I'd like a million mods for the 100% TOTK run. That should be like the ultimate mod run. Maybe. Okay, so I'm thinking, let's go in here. Let's do the code, and then maybe we can leave. I just don't remember how I got in there.
Not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down
Fiddle's
into
never
an
here
emotional
anyway.
dumpster
Sorry.
fire, if not for the
Don't
soothing
forget to steal from
presence
the
of the
swag.
bucket.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for
Even
reminding me
now, in
about
its
the
darkest of
reaction
hours,
video idea.
Did the bucket's warmth and guiding
I'll
light
definitely have to
pierce
bully
the
Space
dark
into,
clouds of
or
confusion and
help
chaos?
bully Swag into
It would
giving
be
me one
with
of his
him,
videos to react to.
always. The bucket,
I forget where to find the.
and he knew it.
Did he say the
two
code?
of them were inseparable.
It's like
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near
this
the
is what you guys
bucket
get
did
for
he
having
have
names
any
that start with
notion
S,
that
and
the
also
pin
you're a
number
simp
the
for him,
keypad
so
was 2845.
why do I keep mixing that up?
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Immediately sent on
Was
Twitch
it
is so
the
satisfying
bucket
after dealing with
all along?
YouTube delay, right?
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This
No,
is
Swag
certainly
is
the most
pretty cool,
logical
yeah.
explanation.
Damn it. Yeah, I don't remember how to get back in that room. I might need someone to look into that for me. In the meantime, I guess we can go try to deal with the nuclear codes again.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him,
Yeah.
comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Thank you, Bucky.
The bucket is
Bucky
here for
the
you,
bucket.
Stanley.
I know he is.
Everything will be fine.
You've got that right. It's my boy. Okay, so taking the escape
Stanley
route
and the bucket walked
leads
straight
to the
ahead through
museum.
the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Yes, it is Bucky Barnes. I guess let's do the mind control facility ending with Bucket.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Television
what horrible
screens?
secret did this place hold?
I love watching
Stanley and the bucket
television.
both wondered to themselves.
Can I? Oh.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket.
You want me
in
to
shock.
jump?
Everyone in the office was being videotaped.
How do I-
Monitored like guinea pigs.
I don't know if I
The
can.
bucket had never seen anything like this, and
I'm
it
gonna
very
do
nearly
it.
burst into tears.
I'm gonna
as
do
Stanley
it. Yeah, I
cradled it
can.
gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I love that the bucket is starting to panic. You can climb over the edge somewhere. What? Probably with one of these desks, I'd assume. Let's try. The Stanley Parable glitches. Yeah, Space was saying there's a way to, like, get out of the map or something. Oh, you can't climb on this box. Cringe. Oh, Haha.
But just as
Oh.
Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below.
I wasn't expecting there to
Thankfully,
be
he fell directly
floor.
onto the bucket, which safely
Oh,
cushioned his fall.
The bucket saved me. Okay.
Now, what to do next?
Yeah, this is
Stanley
no infinite hole,
wondered.
that's
Stanley
for
and the
sure.
bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
I mean, Bucky saved me. Let's just
So they
hang
set
out
up a
until
little
death.
couch and relax.
A couch?
It really wasn't so bad down
Yeah.
here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by,
Oh.
they installed a few shelves as well.
Where did we
and a
get
sort
this
of
stuff?
kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
Right, of course.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley
Oh,
became
no.
withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
No.
It unsettled
Stanley,
the bucket.
no!
Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need
The
to see the
narrator.
true ending. This
Stanley
made
would
no
never
sense
say
at
that.
all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable.
Inconsolable.
This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
I love this. The bucket and I just had quite the relationship, didn't we? Oh, shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Why is this a completely different layout? What is going on? Did Bucky do this? Oh, welcome to the whiteboard ending. Dog mode? It's like we get Mabel barking every time I try to click on something.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
When will the beat drop? Now is this the same? I think this is back to normal.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It
Same
wants
thing.
the bucket. You can feel that,
Jump
can't you?
down there again?
Or coming to a staircase,
Oh, boy.
Stanley and the bucket walked
All right.
upstairs to the boss's office.
I just want to solve the panda mystery, man. Oh. I'm sorry, panda's open now. I feel like I need to solve this. We need to figure out this and get rid of this as a business strategy. That is not a good business strategy. It is not Mabel, but it could be. I want to go up. Mabel's stuck in the game. Yes, we've trapped her in the game. She is currently underneath blankies. Does this ever... Hello? Okay, I guess down. It doesn't move? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? It's just a fake elevator? Holy shit. I wish we had checked this when we were here before. I never would have needed to look deeper. It was right there. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, well, let's go drop into the void again.
Stepping into his
That's funny
manager's
shit.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster, but Stanley guessed the correct code by
Thank you.
sheer luck. Was
This
it
is
the
the time you
bucket
find new
moved
things for
or
me,
not?
yeah.
Was the bucket guiding him?
I wonder what the
Yes.
total actual
This is
number of
certainly
endings
the
is,
most
minus
logical
bucket,
explanation.
like, re-endings. Now let's go, let's go have more relationship spats
Stanley
with
and
the
the bucket
bucket.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control
I don't know if our
Facility.
relationship will be able to survive this time. What I do, that's fair, that's fair.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this
What should
place
I
hold?
title my video when
Stanley
I'm
and the
reacting to
bucket
Swag's
both wondered to
video?
themselves.
I mean, obviously, it would have to be, like, reacting to blank. But, like,
The monitors
what should I
jumped to
call
life,
it?
and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was
sock
being
them.
videotaped,
Don't do this, Bob.
monitored like guinea
The
pigs.
exact same as this video. Don't even
The
say it's a
bucket had never
reaction.
seen anything like this, and it very nearly
Reacting
burst
to
into tears
Swagmaster 00's
as Stanley
video.
cradled it gently, reassuring
whoops,
it
I wanted
that
to go up here.
everything would be fine.
I'll just title it Swagalicious Reactions. No. I'll just title it Reacting to the worst video on this platform. Oh my god, more like Swag Apprentice. I'll title it am I stuck? I was stuck, okay. It'll just be his normal title. And then at the end of it I'll just put like reaction.
Over the railing and into the dark void below.
I'll use his thumbnail thing and everything.
He fell directly
It'll
into
be
the
great.
bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best
I think
thing
this
to
might
do
just be playing
would
out the
to
exact
simply
same way.
Get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
Yeah, I
It
don't think
really
anything
wasn't
changed.
so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was
My
useful
reaction to
for
an
when
alt
the
of
bucket
Swag.
was craving paninis.
Like Swag Miner.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing
keeps
lamps
pulling me
came
back.
in that it really started to feel like a
I love
home.
the music. It
In
does
fact,
make it feel
after
very
some
homey.
time, Stanley realized
I can just picture
that it had
Bucky
been
and I
ages
settling
since
down
he had
together.
even thought of the mind control
I
facility.
think I've hit the
at
wall.
all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets.
Yeah, I don't
and
think
the
there's
state of their
anything in
home
here.
slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning.
Alright, well. Nothing new to find there. Panda thing's a dead end. What else do we have?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
I guess like
Minutes? Days? Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone.
I guess
again,
yeah,
not
the
truly
nuclear
alone.
ending we haven't
Not
really
with
like
the
fully
bucket
explored.
alone. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
I really
and
just want
opened the
infinite
door
hole.
on his left.
You ever went right and then left? Yeah. Did that last time and then we did it towards the beginning of the stream too, to see if that would open the panda door, and it did not. I'm gonna sit in here and see what all it has to say about the bucket.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Can you feel it
The
now,
broom
Mr.
closet.
Stanleys?
It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
How long did it
I
take
know
you guys
how
from
hard
Mount
it
Faye and
must be,
Skong?
given the pressure that the broom closet...
Is Mount Faye the snowy mountain thing that I did? If so, I think that took me around, what, like an hour or something? If you had the opportunity to have someone narrating your life, would you take it? If
It is putting
I
on your
could
shoulders
pause
right
it.
now, but you have to be strong.
Like when it's annoying
This
me,
is
if
your
I could
bucket.
turn it off,
This is your companion and lifelong friend.
I think that could be pretty
Can't hand
funny.
it over. Oh no, we're getting into name calling now. It seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
It's really
That your
weird of you, broom
relationship is
closet.
purely superficial and convenient?
Okay.
That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never.
Yeah.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
Okay, I will.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Okay, I will.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
Okay, I
Go
will.
through each of them point by point.
Okay, I will.
Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the
Guys,
bucket
he's not
as
letting
they
me do
have
it.
changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
You're stupid. Got him. Got him.
Okay, coming to a staircase,
Got him.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
You get this narrator and the skip button. Why is this open again now? I would take it and skip infinitely like I did before. Can you imagine someone narrating my life? I'd be trying to listen to the narrator while at work and listening to the call recordings. And then you're listening to audiobooks while the narrator is narrating you listening to audiobooks.
Any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code
damn
by
it, Space.
sheer luck.
Too late.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket...
You don't want to know what I would do to an inanimate object in my path? Oh my god.
Explanation.
I think that's, that sounds wrong. See, Kippy, you get me. Kippy walks into a room unaware he is in mortal danger. Oh god. That would be... Actually, that would be a cool superpower unless it could lie to me. Like, if the narrator could do that just to mess with me, that would suck. But if it actually worked, and it could just, like, help me predict things like that, that'd be really good. The inanimate object was as attractive as Bucket. Whoa, whoa. My name is not inanimate object. My bad, Dash, I forgot.
What horrible
television
secret did this place
screens.
hold? Stanley and the Bucket both wondered to themselves.
I miss dog mode.
The monitors jumped
I need a
to
cough
life,
drop.
and Stanley nearly dropped the Bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Yeah.
The Bucket had never seen anything like this,
Poor
and it
Bucky.
very nearly burst into tears as
Do you wanna know where
Stanley
you can climb out of the map?
gently,
Yeah,
reassuring it that
I'd love to.
everything would be fine. Was the Bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the Bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a Bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
How's Lady doing?
These
She's doing great.
questions raced furiously
She
in
is,
Stanley's feeble
she is
mind.
currently watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Right up there.
He screamed into the Bucket. He couldn't
Maybe I
accept
should pay
it.
attention to what
His
the
own
narrator's
life
saying.
in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the Bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the Bucket.
Can I also have Peter Thomas be the narrator, the guy who did the narration for Forensic Files? It's a good choice. It's a good choice. Oh god, I can't see anything.
But here was the proof. The heart.
It's in one of the early offices. You can just climb into the windows. There's no wall there. Interesting. Stanley almost burst into tears. Yeah. Okay, we can look for that.
Part of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking,
I'm trying to
eating,
figure
working,
out
all of it monitored and commanded
A
from this
funny
very
thing that
place.
Swag could do
And as the cold reality
to go
of his
along with
past
my
began to
shit
sink in,
reaction to his
Stanley
video.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Dude,
For
Swag
he
and I
the
can just
Bucket
collect
would dismantle the
all of the
controls
most
for
evil
good.
comments we
Two
received
best
and make
friends,
videos reading them
Stanley
off.
and the Bucket up against the world.
Dude, he
They
could react to the
high-fived in a
reaction. That
really
would be
cool
pretty
way,
funny.
And the Bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
You can just make a video shit talking your channel. No, I don't think that's necessary. I don't think we need that. You could call out your height. Why? Because he's a short king. He just reacts to
When at
his own
last they came to the
videos. That'd be
source of the
funny.
room's power, Stanley and the Bucket knew it was their
The reactions using
obligation to put an
exclusively
end to
recorded
this
voice lines
horrible
from
place
celebrities
and
on
to
Cameo.
everything it
Wow.
stood for.
Oh. I think we hit on before, didn't we?
Stanley and the Bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
No, short king, Swag. Your height.
Yes,
Come
they
on,
had done
Swag.
it. Stanley and the Bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The Bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Okay.
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
That
with
is
one
sweet.
another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Don't do this to me.
What? Wait. What was happening?
Don't do this.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the Bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Oh, shit.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Damn it.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But
Damn.
At least he has the bucket.
This is so messed up.
Eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Wow. Okay. I have an idea, though. Just like once a month do a video where you guys react to your reactions until there are like 15 reactions in the video. The entire video is just covered with our green screen faces and you can't actually see the original video anymore or hear it or anything. It's not the couch again. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Here's my idea, right? Bucket and I cannot leave together. Wait, is this usually ringing?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk,
I have a
cereal,
wife.
dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and
True,
coffee
swag,
beans,
true.
whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Okay. Yeah, but swag, we could just like I could do one reaction video that's just normal with my one face on it. Then you could do a reaction video and you really amp it up and cover it with stuff. Like you'll have your face somewhere else and then a bunch of arrows pointing at my face. Then I'll react to your reaction and I'll have like 2 more of my faces, a bunch more arrows. Like we could ramp it up quicker just by adding more things on screen. Each iteration until like the 4th or 6th video or something is just absurd. I think that's a good idea. It's not my wife. This is not my beautiful wife. And this is not my beautiful house or something like that. Does Lady know you're married? Not if we don't tell her. Okay, so my idea. I was checking to see if any other computers wanted to input there. My idea is we take Bucket, right?
Just Stanley and the bucket.
We bring Bucket to the
off on
escape
another
pod.
Thrilling adventure together.
And
Stanley clutched
use
the
it to let the
tightly
bucket
to his
escape.
chest
That
and
will give
entered
us
the door
the...
left.
Do the wife ending? How? That would give us the replacement bucket in the office. So once we skip ahead to the point where we have a replacement bucket, or maybe even when there's no... Let's do it immediately afterwards when there's no bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked
The bucket is
upstairs to
escaped,
the
then we
boss's
take that
office.
other route to escape. And then possibly we could reunite with the bucket on the outside. I think that would be really interesting.
Stepping in.
Can only get funnier and funnier. Yeah. I don't know. I think it would be funny. One thing I've noticed with Swag's videos is I think he does a better job of fostering loyalty because he makes more personal videos where it's less of here's information like 90% of what I do, and occasionally he'll do more like a this is what you guys have said in my comments, like more stuff that's like talking directly to the audience and making them feel included and making things more personal. And I think that has given him a nice loyal audience. So I need to start doing some of that. I think it would be beneficial. And I think a good step would be if Swag boosted me by us doing this reaction bit back and forth a little bit. I think that'd be pretty funny. Wife ending right door straight ahead, follow narrator's instructions. Shit, do I have to wait until I get the phone call again to be able to do it? That sucks. Loop in like 20 other YouTubers and make a really stupidly long chain, slowly making it the biggest collab in YouTube history. That would be pretty great too, yeah. Did you just say we're not loyal? No, you guys are. Like, I do think I do have some loyal, great viewers and stuff like that. But not quite on the warship level that Swag has with him brilliantly creating a bunch of clones. If you can get enough Zelda YouTubers in on this reaction bit, it could get pretty funny pretty fast. Yeah, get funny pretty fast. Yeah, I think then the issue is I wouldn't want to do it first because the one who does it first probably wouldn't get as many views. It would have to build up a little and get to a point where it's a well-known bit. Sup, Bookish? Literally just told you how I was loyal. I'm sorry, you're right. I'm a monster. Yeah, you're a loyal spud, yeah. Don't need to wait, but I thought that it may be special because of the phone call. I never got the phone call. Oh, okay, so I can just do it. So go through the right door and then follow instructions. That's wife ending? Yeah, I think so, Bob. Hey, honey.
You what?
Clan would like you to know that I said that they're not loyal and that I'm married.
You said that they're not loyal?
Yeah.
They are.
Right.
And who are you married to?
Well, in this game where I'm playing as Stanley, his wife called and was like, bring home this stuff. So Clan was like, I'm telling Lady that you're married.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about that later.
I don't think so. Hold on. Oh, so you already thought of that? What is that in reference to? Oh, the Zelda YouTubers thing. Yeah. Never seen the phone call? Me neither. I can become Night Miner if you want. That's okay. No, the miner thing is weird. You be the first to react, then at the end get Lady to react on your channel. Dude, smart. Maybe it's time to bring him out again. Maybe it's time for Night Tomato to return. Oh, God. No, Night Tomato is an op. Hey, babe.
Hey, what?
Scarlett says hi and that you're amazing and pretty.
Oh my god, you're amazing and pretty and hello.
Clan says
All
we
his
already know you
coworkers were
changed your
gone.
name from Stanley
What
to
did it
Brandon.
mean?
Now we know why.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have a new balloon coworker. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's Bizarro
When Stanley
Tato.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I space / potentially Aster, but it's seeming more and more likely that it's space.
Did they want to see the baby?
They did earlier, and I said no.
She's out of her.
She's out of her cave.
Yeah.
Alright, I can show the puppy.
Coming to a staircase,
Wait.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, I'm going the right way. Oh. I'll become Night Veggies. There you go. Need me to react to one of Swag's videos on it? It's a baby. It's my bouncing baby girl.
Yeah.
You say hi to the people. You look straight into the camera
No.
and you say hi. No, what?
I said no, not at mama.
Oh, yeah. Never looky. Let's put your ear back, huh? There you go. She's always so tired. Anyway, there's my cat. Back to the game. Oh, did Aster send bits? Thank you, Aster. I didn't notice, but thank you.
The moment he
Was a
entered
really
his
cool cat,
manager's
right?
office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of
She's got
anxiety
the
isn't
dumb. She
healthy.
does.
So he relaxed
You did the Maple
for a
emote,
few
Storm.
moments
Nice.
with
Thank
some
you.
calming new age
Good,
music.
Storm. Are you really doing this to me right now?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Okay.
Stanley calmly walked forward.
Oh,
into the
that's
open
hilarious.
passageway.
Just screwing over speedrunners. I have not seen the calming new age music.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
I wish I
What
could fly.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
What are you
bore the
testing?
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them.
This narration thing seems really annoying. No, it's funny most of the time.
Nothing.
It only gets annoying when you're listening to the same one over and over again to go get to other.
This mind
Endings.
control facility, it was too
But it's
horrible
usually
to
hilarious.
believe it couldn't be true.
Oh, what is
Had
that?
Stanley really been under someone's
Oh.
control all this
Yeah, okay.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
I going
emotions
the right
had
way?
been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I think I'm going the right way. I'm not sure.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
His
His
a bunch of
own life
exclamation
in someone
points. Got
else's
it.
control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yeah.
But here was the proof.
Okay,
the
I did
heart
go
of
the right way. Good.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy.
All right,
or
now let's see if we can
sad,
reunite
or
with
content.
Bucket on the outside.
Walking, eating,
This may be it,
working,
gang.
All of it monitored
true
and
good
commanded
ending.
from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided
Please. Please, give Bucky and I the ending we deserve. I just want to run away together. That's all. Is that too much to ask?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Let me out.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected
Yeah, it probably is
on
too
how
much to
many
ask. I don't think
puzzles
it's gonna work
still
out that
lay
way.
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Nobody cares.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Nobody cares.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
I care a little bit.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
Yeah,
he realized
nobody cares. That's
none
what
of
I've been
this
saying.
mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Yeah.
Perhaps his goal had not
Happiness
been to
with Bucket.
understand, but to let go.
It's going lower. I can see
no
more.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do.
Bucky
or
better be
how to
waiting
feel.
for me right out here.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Bucky.
And that was all he needed to know.
Bucky.
It was perhaps...
Why aren't you
the
on
only
a stallion
thing
right
worth
here
knowing.
waiting for me?
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Bucky. Guys, where the hell is Bucky?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, I may need to headcanon this one. Headcanon is, oh, hey, I beat the game. That's like the actual ending. I just got an achievement saying, beat the game, complete the Stanley Parable. Nice. That's the actual ending, and it's that easy. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so my headcanon is the escape pod that we put Bucky into was on a different side of the structure of the building. So I got out and I just like looked around the area and I found Bucky in his escape pod on the other side of the building, and
Just a
we
step
ran away
through
together.
this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need.
All right, Space, how
If
do I
can
get out of
make it
here?
through this door,
You said one of
I
the
can
early
make it through them
offices?
all.
You can just like go through a window or something? You're the one who came to... Yeah, I came to him on a stallion.
No
Exactly,
matter how hard
yes.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
And yeah, we lived
co-workers.
happily ever after. We got married. We had a family. Oh. It was that?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of
I'm in a
video
small
game
box.
structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink
Flashbang.
it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question.
They just make this
What do you
message
think
play when
would
you
have
flip out of the map.
happened
That
if
would
you
be
had
smart.
told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I
Will there
have
be an
taken the
audiobook
same
on the tale
idea
of KP
but
and Bucky?
rephrased
There
it
should be.
superficially
I need to
fit
write
that
one.
answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
Yeah.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Should I just sit in this spot forever and ever? It's very quiet and peaceful. Will he acknowledge it ever? Start playing DLEs, there you go. I just activated Siri? Hell yeah. Hey Siri. The thing I immediately thought to say to prank you is something that I absolutely cannot say on stream. Hey Siri, buy 3 cartons of eggs. I don't know if it probably doesn't work like an Amazon, that thing over there whose name I will not say. Okay, it seems like nothing happens if you stay here forever. So we're going to reset, and we're going to run back, and we're going to go see what Yes does.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his
So you're
co-workers.
going-
He never functioned
Yeah, 3
well by
cartons.
himself and constantly needed support and guidance
I'm
from
trying to
others,
bankrupt you.
so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Hey Siri, can you tell me about the bees that...
Are you sick of this gag yet?
Hey Siri, can you tell me about the flowers that imitate bee pheromones?
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all
Absolutely
of them
not,
are
Clan.
appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
I feel like the text box with the windows kind of looks like a little face.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
Yeah.
He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Shit.
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. you too will become quite unbearable.
It was a hell of a song. Does it not end? Does it never end? Alright, let's go get wife ending. Okay, so Space said take the right door and then just follow
All of
the...
his
Wait,
co-workers were gone.
why am I in the weird
What could
room
it
again?
mean? Stanley decided. Where are we
I don't
going
know.
today? The bucket asked. Stanley clutched
Okay,
the
so
bucket
go
tightly
right
to his
and then
This was
listen to
not
the
correct
narrator.
way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Okay, right door straight and then follow. So you're saying
No,
skip this door off to the
mind.
left,
The bucket
go
was
past it,
wrong.
and then follow instructions.
Stanley
Okay.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh my god, Bucky is talking to me?
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Yeah, this is not
Stanley
what
did
I
not question
pictured
why
for
or
Bucket's
how
voice.
this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose
Stan
not to
Loreen.
think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the
We'll come
bucket
back for
had
it.
spoken to him, and he unthinkingly
Yes,
did
Bucky
whatever
Barnes.
the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Exactly, Glenn. Oh, shit.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket. This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him. The Stanley Parable reassurance bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head. Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from, me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket, this stupid hunk of metal.
Okay.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it. Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket.
He's coming around,
It's just
gang.
a
He's
little
coming
more,
around.
What am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
I believe it. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket.
No, you
It's
were so
literally
close.
Just a
You were so
bucket.
close.
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket? Oh no, I'm having feelings. The bucket. No.
Oh,
What's
God.
going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket
Kids,
has
look
to
away.
say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes.
Look away, gang.
The bucket could tell me
Stanley's
what to do
about to
in
plow
this
this
troublesome
bucket.
situation. Stanley, give me the bucket.
Oh,
give
shit.
it to me. Give me the bucket,
Oh,
Stanley.
shit.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
Oh my god. Okay. Is that it? I guess that's it. We did it.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
Okay.
It was only a matter of time before he found the others.
Let's do
wherever
that same
they
ending
were.
without the bucket.
Just a matter of time.
Now, that's a crazy ending. It replaces,
When
I
Stanley
assume,
came to a
Stanley's
set of
wife
two
with
open doors. This was not
the
correct
narrator
way
and
to the
Stanley
meeting
both
room,
trying
and
to bang the
Stanley knew it
bucket.
perfectly well.
I'm also glad that
Perhaps he
Book is
wanted to
just
stop
here.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh my god. And then all three of them? Oh my
The
god. Do you
lounge
think
was
Stanley, the
sublime,
bucket, and the
a work of
narrator?
art. But eager
That's
to get
crazy.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
Yeah.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah. I need this Stanlerine. Sorry, guys. Yeah, they're a thruple.
You're getting close now,
Only
Stanley.
one more
You've really
Stanlerine.
gotten all of the Figler Anlerines. Very soon, you'll collect the
Figler
last one, and then
Anlerines.
the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Just
We'll
tell
be
Lady
different
about
people by
this.
then. Different in the sense
Oh,
that we used
hi, Lil
to have
Bookish.
none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlerines. None of us can.
I would never want to go back to when I had no figure Anlerines. Look for more areas, Bob. But
Stanley
anyway, you
had
think
now
I should...
gotten
Oh,
himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Well, so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Well, so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Well, so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Well, so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. Well, so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a
Okay.
silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head.
I was definitely
I
baited.
bet that's the
Shit
kind
got
of
me.
twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination,
hate that
you must
shit.
absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become
It made me
sad.
think
Look
of
what you've done
Bioshock,
to me.
yeah.
This is all your fault.
Okay. Alright. That was an interesting ending. Hey, honey.
All of his co-workers were... Wait,
Chat would like me
no,
to tell you that I
this
just
isn't
got
the
an
right
ending in
office,
this
is
game
it?
where
Is
I
this Stanley's office?
was in love with a bucket, a metal bucket, and the narrator of the game was judging me for that and was like, it's just a metal bucket, it's an inanimate object, what's wrong with you? And then it started falling for the bucket, and then I got back home and there were candles lit everywhere, and the bedroom door was open and the bucket was waiting on the bed. So I was about to go see the bucket, but the narrator also wanted the bucket, so I think the narrator and I got the bucket. Lil Bookish is here, so I gotta tone down the language, but they wanted you to know what that ending was about.
Sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Glad
just
you
to
crowed.
admire it.
I crying.
Standing now in this incredible room,
record, I didn't
Stanley,
say
for
it
the
that
but
time.
eager to get back to business,
true.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Chuck Testa.
Stanley was so
aged
bad at
myself with
following
that one.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yes, they just had a lovely dinner. That's all. It was very innocent.
Stanley,
They just
I
had a
think
lovely
perhaps we've
dinner
gotten off on
in
the
a
wrong
bed
foot here.
with
I'm not
candles
sure,
lit
Henry,
everywhere.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've
What
been
happened to the
neglecting,
book?
Stanley.
Oh shit. Oh shit. They
Someone
just had
you've
dinner, a little
forgotten
bookish.
about. Please, stop
They
trying
just
to
ate
make
dinner.
every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Let's go see my wife. I did hang up last time.
That's
That's
her,
right.
Stanley. You need to be the one to do
Yeah,
this,
I pulled the plug
to
last
reach out
time.
to
Yeah.
her.
I forgot about that. It sucks that now I have to do all the approved options. I want to keep being difficult.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Dude, he also
I'm
lives in
just playing
apartment
the phone at
427.
All right. Okay,
That's right,
there we
Clan.
go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Stop.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
That's so
Come
mean.
inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
The bucket ending was better. This is insane. Oh my god, this is a tiny
This
little
is a
apartment.
very sad story about the death of a
Oh,
man
God.
named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he
Where's the
imagined that
TV?
one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to
Where's
realize
Stanley's
that all
office
of his
job? Oh my God,
co-workers,
you're
his
right.
boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So,
Yo,
he went
spend time with
further.
the boys.
He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered
Oh,
through
shit.
this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Okay, so we went from an ending making fun of endings that are like, oh, it was all in the character's head the whole time, to the ending where it's like, oh, it was all in the character's head the whole time. That's ridiculous.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I love
But
you,
there
wife.
is no answer.
Oh,
How could there possibly be?
rip wife.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life
Good night,
is the
Bob.
real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Would you
He
still
won't
love me
listen
if I
to me.
abruptly
He won't
turned
stop.
into a desk?
Here, watch this.
No.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm a rebel.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see?
Nice,
How can I
Raz.
make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Okay.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Okay. Huh. That was really something. That was really something. The bucket version was definitely superior.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something?
Please
He
die.
hoped it was. A good bucket. A strong bucket. A humble bucket. A committed bucket.
Well, I think
a
we've pretty
bucket
much
of
seen everything we
culture
want to
and
see.
distinction.
Are there any early endings that we got that
Stanley
would
clutched
be
the bucket
more interesting
tightly
with the
to his
bucket?
chin. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Any that you
But
guys
Stanley
can think
had
of?
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh yeah, we still have one
Stanley
more
took the door on his left
figure
to go back to
figure
the
and
meeting room.
Lorene.
No.
Down to the left.
Said
I'm
the
taking the
bucket.
elevator. I did at
Don't
some
go
point,
to the
yeah,
meeting
last time.
room. Go somewhere else.
Read you mod
The
time
cargo
is
lift,
down?
yes.
No, not yet.
Go there.
Not
Go to
yet.
the cargo lift.
But
Good.
definitely,
Said the bucket.
eventually.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Sick as hell.
There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked. No, stop. Look there on the wall, you see? There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Stanley
I suppose
has
that would explain a lot
trouble
about your
with
behavior up to this
recognizing
point. Which,
objects.
if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding
True,
could
buckets
have
can't
dire
read.
consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Okay, well, this is a bucket.
Step in here for a moment.
Inside this bucket? Okay. Yes! A bucket game?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test
Okay.
scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you
Okay.
is a bucket. Simply that,
Okay.
right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is
I'm ready,
or
I'm
is
ready.
not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1.
No.
Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual one.
Yes. Just getting started. I trained for this.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No. No.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a
Yes.
bucket, not an actual
Yes. I could tell. I could see the 3D printed lines all over it. Easy. What else you got?
bucket. Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Get some angles here. No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Damn it! It's doing so well. God. So
Item
bad.
4. Is this a bucket?
Yes. Shit!
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
It's a bucket.
It's an enormous machine
It's
that
clearly
tills
a
the
bucket.
Earth. I thought this was a gimmick.
Babe.
How on earth did you manage to screw it up?
Child.
Mabel, it's a
Absolutely
bucket.
Incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
It is rigged. Shit is rigged. That was a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Yes. It's the exact same as the last one. It's a bucket. Yes. Okay.
Correct. this is a bucket.
Obviously. I think narrator is stupid.
Item 6.
No,
Is this a
of
bucket?
course not. Not even close.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
It is and isn't a bucket simultaneously? Whoa.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. Should be
I have
around
one.
here somewhere.
I have one. Yeah, I love how he didn't elaborate. Yeah, just both. That is a bucket, yes. Shit!
Okay, you and I both know there isn't
There's
anything
clearly
here.
an invisible
And I don't
bucket. Are you
appreciate
stupid?
The implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your
Schrodinger's
twisted mind,
bucket.
have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me
A
straight,
bucket is
Stanley.
everything.
Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm too confused to
The
even
bucket
sort
from
it
Harry
out.
Potter with the cape,
I've
yeah.
lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere
Everything
moments
is-
ago, I could
that
answer
is
these
and
questions
isn't
with
a bucket.
confidence. And yet now
It's
I'm somewhat
easy.
adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
I do.
A bucket.
You are. You are a
Stanley,
bucket.
I can't keep doing this.
Yes.
I'm losing myself.
I'm
and
a
myself was all
meteorologist
I ever had
nihilist.
to
We're
begin
all
with.
buckets.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Okay.
I can't have that. I'm sorry.
Don't you touch my
I'm going to
bucket. No,
erase
no, no, no,
all
no, no, no,
buckets
no, no,
from
no, no,
the
no, no,
game
no, 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 no.
Okay, here we go.
No, 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 no. Don't you touch my bucket. Don't you touch my bucket. Oh, no.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Dude, it's
Why
because
did everything
everything is
disappear?
bucket. Everything
Was
is bucket,
everything
idiot.
bucket?
I told you.
Every single
I
thing in the
told
game
you.
was a bucket.
You're
Oh
stupid.
my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
It's a matter
And
of
you, Stanley,
perspective.
you're still here. You're not a bucket
I am a
either.
bucket.
Oh, this is
I am a
wonderful
bucket.
news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Yeah.
So, tell you what.
Bring the buckets
I'll
back.
reset everything, and we'll
Sorry.
put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that.
Okay.
Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Guys, everything is a bucket. I'm gonna tell everyone I see ever. This is a bucket. This is a bucket. Is it my wife again?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work.
Alright,
The
bye,
purpose
Mochi.
of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Shit, I didn't terminate it immediately. Now all of the information from the recording is in my perceptual sphere or
Embrace an
whatever.
old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out
Narrator.
here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
Oh shit.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed.
Oh my God.
Desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein.
Whoa.
Of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger. Of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
That's Stanley sounds like?
You're a bucket.
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
The bucket has a brow?
Said the bucket.
Nah.
Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket!
Why does he have a little bit of
stupid.
golem in his
Why are we
voice?
even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form,
You're right, Clan,
transforming
you're right.
into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh my god.
Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
That was insane. I never would have seen that shit coming. Oh my god. Insane Bucky lore drop?
All
He's
of his
a war
coworkers
criminal?
were gone. What
And
could it
also
mean?
possessed by a dark
Stanley
magic,
decided
so we
to go
had
to
to
the
kill
meeting
him
room.
using the power of
Perhaps
the
he
12
had simply
sages
missed
or
the memo.
whatever?
The bucket
That's
made Stanley want to be
insane.
a better man and a better co-worker.
That might be the
In
best
time,
ending in
perhaps,
this
he
game.
would
That
become
was
both
really
of them.
good.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
That's
to
so
his chest.
funny.
This was
Holy
not the
shit.
correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket
Oh, I just
calling
can't
to
stop
him,
killing Bucket.
telling him that the employee lounge
It's
was simply
insane.
the place to be.
I did agree to
And
not
here
pick
it
up the button
was.
again,
Had
the
the
bucket
bucket
again,
turned out
but
to be correct,
everything is a
was there?
bucket, so even if I
Never
don't pick up
mind.
the bucket, am I
The
even
bucket
not
was
carrying a
gone.
bucket? Think on
Stanley
that
took
one.
the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm crying for realsies and not
No,
ha ha ha
Said
way.
the bucket.
Don't go
You're
to
depressed?
the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket.
So
his
I just
dearest
killed us
friend.
both.
So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
That's awesome. This game is so ridiculous,
All of his
dude.
co-workers were gone.
Oh
What
my
could it
god.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Before we do that space, I want to check one other path. I'm only missing one of you. I feel like you are one, but you're not, and it's throwing me. So much Stanley
Coming
X
to a
Bucket
staircase,
angst. Dude,
Stanley
I wonder
and the
how much
bucket walked
fanfic there is about
upstairs to the
Stanley X
boss's
Bucket.
office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
Probably a lot. If
Maybe,
not, I'm on it.
he thought
Hell
to
yeah.
himself,
I can't
maybe
wait to read
I
your
am
Stanley
crazy.
X Bucket
He
fanfic.
looked down at the bucket in his arms.
It's gonna be
Am
incredible.
I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance
Oh,
and
no.
comfort. And that's when
What happened to
Stanley
Bucky?
realized,
Taking
this
inspo
isn't
from their
my
lovely
bucket.
dinner. Oh
It's
god.
just a normal,
It's gonna be
everyday
smut.
bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
This
is all
isn't
terribly
Bucky?
wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations
God.
Stanley might experience
no.
without the
I don't have
psychologically
Bucky.
grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Where did the Amogus
Now
Bucky
he felt
go?
himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
I hear you, Bucky.
Stanley, Stanley,
I'm coming, Bucky.
It's me, the bucket.
Right? It's so good,
Could it
Space.
truly be? He rushed
Enemies
forward
still
from
have
room to room,
reassurance. Oh.
passing by one bucket after the next. None
So many
of them were
Buckies?
his. None of them were his special
These are all
bucket.
Amogus?
Come to me, Stanley.
Oh, no.
Find me.
Oh my god,
He
so
had to
many
find the
Amogus
bucket.
Buckies.
He had to return to his old friend. It
Oh
was the
my
only way to
God.
truly
Oh my
restore his
God.
sanity. And then
This is so
suddenly,
overwhelming.
he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
In my
It was
belly?
incredibly painful.
I eated it?
Stanley doubled over in agony
Oh,
and blacked
no.
out.
Dude, that was a
This
crazy
is the
plot
story
twist.
of a
Oh,
woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on
Stanley
a day
dead?
like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
oh, okay, yeah,
But on
this ending, but with
particular
Bucky.
day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking
Oh,
and
not
screaming
very
to
good, that's
himself,
fair.
and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket.
I
with him.
tried.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Shit, so I grabbed an
How
Amogus
cruel
bucket.
the world can be, Mariella thought.
That is
And
really
she hugged
cool.
her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to
Oh,
work.
shit. All the way to work? Dude, I need a reassurance bucket. It sounds like it would be life-changing. It's like super
Even
happy
now,
pills.
Stanley's office was a distant memory.
I want to
What did it
backflip
look
all the
like?
way to work.
There was a computer back. It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket
That's amazing.
so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
To the boss's room we go. There will be a reward for finding them all? Damn it. Is there? Shit. Saw a dead guy that died from having no bucket and
Coming
said,
to a
man, I love
staircase,
having a bucket. And
Stanley and the bucket
backflipped on the dead
walked
body,
upstairs to
dude.
the boss's
Is she
office.
Leon Kennedy? I only have one figure and Lorene that I'm missing.
Stepping into his
Get
manager's
myself a
office,
bucket of security and
Stanley was
comfort?
once
Dude,
again
same.
stunned to
Sounds like I
discover not
really
an
need it in
indication of
life.
any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that
Maybe
he
then I
didn't
could do
notice the
backflip
keypad
properly.
behind the boss's desk.
There's gotta be
Nor
a
in his bliss
merch
of
bucket,
simply
right?
being near
It's
the
literally
bucket, did
Leon
he have
Kennedy with
any
a bucket.
notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
I'm looking up the figurine location that we missed.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination
I think
was
I know where the one we're missing is.
2845.
There's actually a dumpster fire in a bucket. Do you think I could get a refund? Oh my god. Probably not. I think you're cooked.
2845.
Yeah, I don't know it. I don't know the code. Sorry. That is a massive ashtray. Holy shit. Why?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley
Damn.
got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop
Got the hell along with the story. What if I don't? Is this it, Space? Or is there more? try riding it back up. And then we need to go get this last figurine.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
Okay.
The bucket said nothing.
Stupid bucket. Not being supportive of my hopes and dreams. I'm gonna go press the number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who
Is
had
this
always
another
felt such a
Amogus
connection
bucket?
with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Can't believe Bucky's not supporting me. Okay, I think I've had my fun with the number 3.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3.
Another
repeatedly.
defective bucket. Yeah, we hate the number 4. We're 4 haters here. Actually, no, I like the number 4. That was used in previous jokes of mine.
No, said Stanley to the
The
bucket.
5?
You can't go on
Give me
yet.
shit.
Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel.
Yeah,
He
Bucky.
smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
We're gonna keep pressing the number 3 until you like it, Bucky. One is such an overrated number, though. Like, it's decent, but it's not that good. I
Here we
agree,
go,
yeah.
said Stanley.
1 is very
This
overrated.
time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears.
6 is my
The
goat
whole
number.
time,
8 is
he
mid.
looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing.
This is so
The
stupid.
bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only
Hi,
silence.
Phoenix Wright. Welcome.
Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Oh my god. Lucky 22 is tattoo worthy only because of Fallout New Vegas.
Stanley and the bucket were so
What's going
close,
on?
they'd
I'm mashing
always
the
been
number
there for
3.
one another. Why
I'm trying to
suddenly
get
could the
Bucky
bucket
to
not connect
understand
with this passion of
why
Stanley's?
Stanley loves the number 3 so
question caused
much.
Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Thoughts on 32? That's like A tier. You will understand, Bucky. We will not move on until you love the number 3 as much as Stanley does.
Ah, said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express
Yeah,
this
I'm ready.
feeling in my heart. He
Ah,
decided
good one,
right then
Space.
and there that he would hold a press conference
Oh,
where
shit.
he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number
Naturally.
3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what
She
the
just
number
laid
3
down to
meant
nap,
him
Raz.
and why he felt so
12 is
alive when
goated S
pressing.
tier.
Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally
Oh.
understand Stanley's work.
We went way higher. Is this where I'm gonna have the
For
press
months,
conference
he
about the number
advertised
3?
and marketed his
Yep,
press
all eyes on
conference,
Stanley.
building
Hell
excitement
yeah.
around it, developing and rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
World peace, baby. Okay. Hey, that was a Minecraft door noise. All right, let's go talk about the number 3, yeah? Dude, Stanley reveals all in his new book. I'm writing a book, too. I'm so ready for this. Dude, all the 3s? Hell yeah.
This was it.
Wow.
One last chance
This
to
is
win
where I
the
study.
bucket over.
3 again,
One
3
opportunity
again. That's
to
the name
share
of the
a true
book.
connection with a loved one.
Remember where you came from, your coworkers. Oh my god, this is so stupid, dude. They just take the dumbest bits and run with it, and I love it. Went so much further than I expected. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. Oh my god. Featured keynote speaker, the Lord. Dude, a meet and greet with the Lord? That's crazy.
There was no one here.
What?
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak.
But I worked so hard
to
on this. I
listen
wrote
to
a
him
book.
talk
I was in
about what it
magazines.
really means to press the number 3 on
Hold
the keypad
conference
over
here.
and over. He was unloved,
I heard a cough.
uninteresting. He was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket
Oh,
would
God.
never again take him seriously.
Oh no.
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They
All over
spoke
the number
less
3.
and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends.
That's right, Clan. That's right.
And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Yes, you get unlimited bacon. Well, what a depressing ending to that, man. I thought this was going to be a whole big thing. I thought it was going to be like a mega church, and Stanley was just going to come flying down from the rafters and be like, the number 3 is sick. And they'd be like, whoa! But,
All of his co-workers were gone.
wow.
What could it mean?
What a depressing
Stanley
way for that
decided
to go.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he
Damn.
had simply missed a memo.
Took every ending and added a different bucket to it. Yeah. Yeah, the bucket endings are great.
When Stanley came
That's
to a set
insane.
of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew
Comes
it
in like a
perfectly
wrecking
well.
bucket.
Perhaps
Yep.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
I'm
it.
so sad I was never able to convince
And here it
Bucky of the
was, the
virtues
lounge.
of the number 3.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, you do actually get the conference if Bucky's not there? That's
Stanley
crazy.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing
Coming
your
for you,
trust
you
in someone else
figure
can be
la-
difficult,
figure
but
in
the fact
Lorene.
is that the story has been a... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
No,
Are
I
you
don't,
that
no.
convinced that
I
I,
mean,
want
yeah, I
something
do.
bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me...
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly.
We got the
Savor
last
this
Stiggly
moment,
Wiggly.
Stanley. This is a real
We
accomplishment.
did it.
This
Big
is
number
doing
went all the way
something
up.
just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
I understand.
So, instead, I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
Okay.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay. I did it! Let's go!
Now listen carefully. This
Yeah, I don't care. I just needed the figurines. Official number tier list. Oh my god. Crazy tier list. Oh.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers.
Yeah, what
I
about 'em?
haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Me neither.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Okay.
I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Okay.
Just one more time.
Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Good, I needed more. I really need a victory lap for this. Wow. Why is this empty?
Here's where it all began.
Yeah.
The first collectible.
I remember.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
We
Sure,
did.
it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
No. Now I have 7 out of 6? Oh my god, he's ruined everything. How many more are there? Why have you broken me in this way?
And here
Oh my
was a
God.
second Stanley.
Oh my
You found
God.
this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that,
No.
Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Guys, no. It's ruining everything.
Okay,
I want
let's
the
do a little
Oh,
quiz.
okay, sorry.
Which of these rooms was the room you
Oh.
found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
I think it was the boss's office. Okay.
Hey,
Yes,
that's
I'm so good at this
exactly
game.
right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up.
Flip
and then
those
after
numbers
that,
around.
You had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After
Why are
all,
we so
science tells us
remarkable?
that it's impossible to
I don't
forget your
know.
third time doing anything.
Naturally, yeah. Third time's the best, that's what everyone always says.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
We
Well,
did.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
don't.
here in the memory zone, so it must have
I
happened.
think this is a lie. Thanks, CDF, you're right. Pink room.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly.
Yeah.
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to
Oh, here we go.
commemorate
Here we
the
go.
occasion.
Here we go.
Enjoy.
That's what I said, yeah. I was like, oh my god, is that a Figley? It's mini stand number 5. Yeah. He got it spot on. He got it spot on. Yep. I did. That's true. Wow. Really nice work. Well done. Best boy. So true. So true.
Takes you back, doesn't
My
it?
hands
I
with
spent
you.
a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well worth it. That is what you said.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible.
Yeah, it was this one.
The final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors.
Now I
this
have
memory
12.
is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Yeah,
Perhaps
'cause it
because
just happened.
it was the one that happened more recently than
Yep.
all the others.
Yep.
Who
Yep.
can truly say how the mind works?
That's how it
All
works.
I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
Mm-hmm. I had that thought,
It
too.
was a moment unlike any other.
Agreed.
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Almost, yeah. Almost, yeah. For sure, for sure. Right, okay. I am in the present.
And then there was no more.
Oh, shit.
Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Whoa.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
Yeah.
Stop the loading screen.
Yeah,
Isn't there
reverse
some way
it.
we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines?
That's what I'm
Let's just
saying.
go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Hold on. What was that, Mabel? What was that noise, baby? I don't know either. What was that? What was that? What was the noise? Hold, please. Yeah, Mabel is fine. We just both heard a noise, and she's very upset about it. Lady is off to investigate because Mabel woke her up by
yes,
barking right next to her
the room with the
head.
red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
This is so stupid. We're just going and redoing all of it
And
again.
here's where
Can I
I
see
made
the
that
video?
Don't you remember the
Can I
video
watch it
we
again?
watched?
Yeah, nothing's going on.
Nothing? Okay. Huh. Is there like a package by the door?
Yes, I love that video.
Okay. Just sped through the video. Hell yeah.
Still don't remember.
No
a
res,
peep,
bad res.
Stanley. Still no memory
res
of this
video.
one. Good room, though. A solid
So
room.
true, so true.
These
How many
really were a
figurines
treat
am I gonna
hunt
get,
down.
guys?
You know, if there had been
I've been
any
lied
kind
to.
of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation.
Me too.
Next one.
I refused, Raz. What happens if I just go this way this time? Nothing, okay. Anything better than 900 Koroks, true.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it?
So
Keep
true.
going. This
Best
is
to just
the
be stuck
very
in the
first
past.
one we
That's
found
great
in
advice.
the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh,
Nice.
I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What
Narrator,
else is there?
stop.
What came before this?
It's too much, narrator. It's too much.
Get in here.
Look, it's the terrible new
Nice.
content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually
all the
quite
jumps.
fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
How long is it gonna do this, dude?
Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have
This is so
forgotten that? A
ridiculous.
classic memory, this one.
Oh. Okay.
And before everything else, there was your office.
There's one moment in the game where you can use a
Is
jump
there
to get
anything
something.
else?
Damn
Was
it,
there something
dude.
that came before your office? There's something I
Whatever.
feel I can remember. I can remember.
Is it my birth?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction.
But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
Okay.
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Should I just follow the narrator exactly this time, since this is the last run before being retired forever, and by that I mean we're going to stop playing after this run?
All of his co-workers were gone.
It was all in narrator's head, dude.
Stanley
2
decided
times
to go
now
to the meeting room. Perhaps
they
he had
have
simply missed a memo.
used the ending that they said that they were making fun of.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Didn't I do it for you?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Quelle surprise. Have we ever actually
Stanley
done one
walked
where I
straight
did
ahead through the
exactly
large
what he
door
said?
that read, "Mind
Is that the
Control
exit where you,
Facility."
or is that the ending where you leave? Speedrunners complain, stay out of the scope. Nice. What about Kale?
The
Don't
lights
worry about it.
rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
It's kind of funny that the good ending is literally just listening to the
Now
narrator.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
If I'm right
revealed.
about that.
Each bore the number of an
Hell yeah, world
employee in
record
the
pace.
building,
I'm so
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Is there a way to actually like input the correct code to stop the nuclear launch sequence thing?
This mind control facility, it
That's
was
true,
too
it does show
horrible
that.
to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to
What,
accept
Clint?
it blindly?
What?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
about to be
Never.
a what? A
It was
cat fight?
unthinkable.
It's not
Wasn't
good.
it? Was it even
Unacceptable.
possible? Had he truly spent his
the
entire
old lady
life
lion involved?
utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Just wants to escape his
Happy
boring
or
job
sad
and life
or
himself.
content. Walking, eating,
Hell of
working.
a
All of it monitored and commanded from
metaphor?
this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So he just smacked poor not so baby behind me. Oh my god. It's messed up. It is, Draz, that's true. I feel like he wants me to hit off because he said dismantle it, right? Well, fitting to end with the good ending.
And a rising chill of uncertainty.
We're gonna do some DLEs.
Was it over? 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 Was it over had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still
I'm not
lay
feeling a ton of
unsolved.
DLEs today, so I think
Where
we're just
had
going to do
his
Scrandle and
co-workers gone?
kind of hard golf.
How had he
for
been
Gambas.
freed from the machine's grasp?
But what a good game,
What
dude.
other mysteries did this
Incredible
strange
game.
building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
Really good
he
suggestion
realized
space. Good
none
job.
of this mattered
I had
to
a
him,
ton of fun.
for it was not knowledge
This
or
game
even
is something
power
special.
that he had been seeking.
The developers are so
but
creative.
happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer
I wonder
would
how many
anyone
endings
tell
I
him where
got
to
out
go,
of like all the
what to
possible
do,
ones.
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Freedom.
It was perhaps
If only Bucky could
the
join
only
me.
thing worth knowing.
But again,
Stanley stepped
headcanon will be
through
my
the
true
open
ending.
door.
We will find Bucky out here in the wild.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley...
Bucket of the Wild.
happy.
Yes. The Legend of Stanley, Bucket of the Wild. Goated. S-tier game. 10 out of 10. Best game I and anyone else have ever played in their entire lives. Nothing else even comes close. Was the mission where you found Jin's stuff a main one? No. It's like an optional thing you can come across. Yeah, potentially. I might do that. Not even baby steps, dude. This game makes baby steps look like baby steps. Alright, let's do some Scrandle. Can we get a Gamba on 8 out of 10 for Scrandle, please? Thank you. Gamba's up. Let's get this bread, gamers. Okay, this is the vote. This is not actually part of it. That's good. Jerk chicken with plantains and rice or pulled pork and chips. The drizzle on top and the green onion make this look very fresh and nice. But this doesn't look like a terrible jerk chicken. I think I want this. Alright, now for the actual game. Disgusting looking pizza or that short rib grilled cheese with consomme? That looks amazing. Give me that for sure. You remembered? I know, I'm so smart, right? Finally. It took like 3 times. Meatballs and pasta. I don't... Chips with curry sauce. I'll take the chips. Really? I thought this looked kind of bunk, actually. Okay. Bread with onions on it. Or cheeseburger and chips. We don't really have a good shot of the cheeseburger. It looks a little burnt and meh. And the fries don't look great either. But this is literally just bread with some kind of disgusting white liquid on it and onions, so I'm going to go with it. Huh? Okay. Well, this is a load of barnacles. That looks horrendous. Give me this. Outrageous. A horribly overcooked bratwurst, but there is some mustard. Or a foot-long hot dog with a bunch of melted cheese and some grilled onions. That looks pretty good. Are you joshing me? That brat looks so overcooked. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay. Pint of bittersweet mint. I like mint-flavored ice cream, but I know a lot of people don't, so I'm going to say cheesesteak fries. Why am I a number 2? That means you doubted in the Gamba. You're too YouTube-brained right now. Cheese-filled bratwurst with 1 liter of beer. Damn. I mean, honestly, you can barely even see the hot dog because they doused it in so much ketchup, which would mean that you wouldn't taste the hot dog either. So that looks awful. I'm going to go with the brat. Buffalo wings with some Ken's blue cheese or chicken curry and rice. I think visually the chicken curry looks very unappealing. However, that's what I would pick. But since it looks unappealing, I'm going to say these. Yeah. Bratwurst every time. Well, yeah, brats are just naturally better than hot dogs, but fried chicken sharing platter. I mean, that looks incredible. For 26 pounds? I feel like we don't even need to see what this is. That is an absolute deal. That chicken looks amazing. Pork neck in a bun. Or the world's worst looking cheese pizza. What the hell is that? How can it be so ugly? Give me the pork neck. What the what? 1 liter beer is the most banger thing ever. Totally. I agree. Well, I blew it. Doubters win that one. Alright, kind of hard golf. Par 45. And it's spooky. I love that. Wait, was it really par 45? Am I crazy? That's a lot. Well, I guess Gamba for if I'll get par. Okay, I think new Gamba's up. It is. New Gamba's up. Been doing kind of hard golf for the past 4 minutes. I'm at 31. Damn. Alright, place your bets on if I'll get par for kind of hard golf. It sounds like this level is kind of hard. Shite. Goated. Okay. Shite. Nice. I think I can make this. Nice. Nice. So many nices. Nice. Shit. Oh, no. Damn it. It was going so well. I thought I had that. Oh. Damn it. Shit. Right into the drink, mate. Right into the drink. Oh, no. I'm losing it? This is bad news bears? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's all falling apart. It's so over. It's so over. This one's gonna be a doubter dub too. I can feel it in my bones. I've lost it. I've lost it. I'm cooked. I'm washed. I'm chopped. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, cool. It was a refund anyway. Good. Everyone hates me anyway. Good. Oh my god. This level is what? Say that again. What did I say? Spooky? Spooky, scary skeletons? Is that so you can go, ah! Like that? Because spooky? Hey, by the way, Clan, have you seen Weapons? The movie? I think it just came out on HBO Max. It came out earlier this year. This is ass, dude. I'm in hell. Can I just... Oh my god! I'm gonna crash out all over the place. It's gonna be ugly. Oh. Okay. Frickin' frick you, you frick. I have not, should I? You should. Have you seen Barbarian, Clan? Do you like horror movies? I am so washed and chopped and unk. I know you saw Speak No Evil, but that's really more of a thriller. TBH IMO. You love them. Okay. So then, yeah, did you see Barbarian? Because if not, that is required viewing. It is an incredible horror movie. Came out a few years ago, I think. A couple years ago. Dude, this map sucks. This is killing me. Par 45 is bullshit. It should be a par 300. I have not seen that either. Adding to my to-do list. Okay, good. TBHIMO. Holy What's the problem? What's the problem, Koga? Oh, I don't like that I called you that. Why do you have so many names? Like, can we just get this under control? Volta, Koga, Meow. Like, I'm tired of this. I need you to get Volta on all platforms so that way you can stop confusing my poor little brain. Please and thank you. Anyway, clan. Oh. Hold. I must focus. Okay. Let's settle it. Meow. No, I like Volta. Top banana. Yep. Okay, so clan, yes, Barbarian, really good. Watch that first. Weapons is made by the same guy that made Barbarian. I don't think it's quite as good. It is very interesting. It's very weird and unique in a lot of ways. And so I'm excited to see what you think about both of them. Barbarian, I feel like, is a little bit more of like a classical horror movie done really well. Whereas Weapons is another movie that I would describe as more of like a thriller than a horror, kind of like Speak No Evil, but it's really good. Wow, washed. So yes, get back to me when you watch those, because I'm very curious to see what you think. But the interesting fun fact of it is the creator of both Barbarian and Weapons is a guy named Zach Krager. And he was a comedian from this old comedy group called Whitest Kids You Know. And I used to watch that on YouTube when YouTube had like just started being a thing, you know, like 20 years ago or something. And they had some funny skits that did not age well, but they had some funny skits. And yeah, one of the comedians in that group is the one that made these movies, and his friend Trevor died a couple years ago because he was an alcoholic and he got drunk and fell off a balcony. And so Zach, like, the newest movie, Weapons, is, like, kind of inspired by his friend, and, like, it's to honor him. And I thought that was really interesting, because it was, like, after we had watched both Barbarian and Weapons, Lady had told me it was made by the same dude, but I decided to look into it, and I saw the description talking about it, and I'm like, Zach, Trevor, this sounds familiar. And yeah, to look it up and find that it was this old comedy group that I used to watch when I was a kid was just mind-blowing. The other funny thing is the other two big comedy groups I watched when I was a kid was Key and Peele went on to make very good horror movies, like, or I guess more thriller for him too, like Get Out and stuff like that. And then I used to watch Derek Comedy, which is where Donald Glover got his start, and then he became a successful musician and actor. It's so crazy seeing these people that used to be big on YouTube when I was a kid, and now they're super successful in the movie industry. It's so weird. All right, well, fun stream. I gotta go. Thanks for coming, everybody. I also love Key and Peele, and yeah, that one's great, Space. And yeah, this was great. I'll see you guys next weekend. We're going to be doing, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great week. Goodbye.